1. I am Sarah Adesanya. The Lagos State government has expressed its willingness to collaborate with the Time for Africa Foundation to impact its residents. Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab, while receiving members of the Time Foundation for Africa during a strategic meeting at Alausa, said the government is ready and willing to collaborate with organizations that will positively contribute to the growth of the state. The commissioner said the state believes in collaborations that are data-driven and people-oriented, noting that data collection assists the government in decision-making and futuristic predictions. In her remarks, the founder, Time for Africa Foundation, Abiodun Ulushala, said the foundation is a multi-initiative. The foundation is a multi-initiative that addresses community development, education, health, and climate action. In line with its commitments to strengthen efficiency and professionalism in the public service, the Lagos State Office for Disability Affairs, LASODA, has organized a comprehensive in-house training for its management staff on grades 15 to 17. The training formed part of the agency's strategic drive to enhance human capital development, foster accountability, and deliver improved results across its operations. The General Manager of LASODA, Adenike Oyetunde Lawal, urged members of staff of the organization to remain dedicated to the principles of goal setting and the effective pursuit of key performance indicators, KPIs, as tools for achieving both personal and institutional success. Oyetunde Lawal noted that the training had discussed the Lagos State commitment unwavering commitment to continuous capacity building, improved decision-making, and elevating the overall quality of public service delivery for the benefit of all citizens. The federal government has directed ministries, departments, and agencies, MDAs, to exclude consultants, corps members, and other non-permanent workers from their personnel payroll in the 2026 budget. This directive was contained in the 2026 Personnel Cost Budget Call Circular issued by the Budget Office of the Federation. Director General of the Budget Office, Taminu Yakubu, warned that any unauthorized payment from the personnel cost budget will attract appropriate sanctions. Yakubu stressed that corps members' allowances would be centrally captured under the National Youth Service Corps budget, while any additional stipends payable by host MDAs must come from overhead provisions. He noted that the 2026 to 2028 medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategy paper would be concluded in July in line with the Fiscal Responsibility Act. The federal government has expressed deep sorrow over the recent boat accident that claimed several lives in Shagari local government area of Sokoto State. The Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, Adigboyega Oyetola, described the tragedy as both painful and avoidable. Oyetola, in a message signed by Special Advisor Balaji Akinola, expressed concern over the ongoing loss of lives in maritime accidents, calling attention to the urgent need for improved safety measures. The minister stated that while the federal government remains committed to enhancing waterway safety, greater collaboration is required from state governments. The Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission, NUPRC, has reported that the country's gas production figure rose to an average of 7.59 billion standard cubic feet in July. NUPRC said the country achieved a rare energy milestone in July as gas flaring fell to 7.16%. The simultaneous growth in the output and decline in flaring underscores the Commission's drive to boost production while advancing its 2030 zero flare commitment. That commission noted that Nigeria's gas industry has sustained steady growth over the past 3 years, with daily average production hitting 7.59 billion standard cubic feet per day. It also said that it had embarked on gas reduction programs like the Nigerian Gas Flare Commercialization Program. And then foreign news. Thousands of Australians have turned out for anti-immigration rallies across the country that were condemned by the government as having far-right links and spreading hate. March for Australia rallies took place in Sydney, Melbourne, and other major cities, and several clashes took place as marchers were met with counter-demonstrations. A number of opposition politicians joined the marches, including One Nation Senator Pauline Hanson and a federal member of parliament, Bob Cater. Australia has faced a recent rise in right-wing extremism amid the Nazi salute punishable by a mandatory prison term earlier this year. In Melbourne, protesters clashed with attendees of a separate pro-Palestine rally. And in sport, Bielsa Queens will face USFA of Burkina Faso in the semi-final of the Wafu B Women's Champions League. The Nigeria Women Football League, NWFL champions, finished top of Group B after a 4-1 demolition of Sam Nelly of Benin Republic on Saturday. USFA finished second in Group A behind host ASEC Mimosas. The encounter between Bielsa Queens and USFA will hold in Yamoussoukro on Tuesday night. ASEC Mimosas and Police Ladies of Ghana will clash in the other semi-final fixture. The winner of the competition will represent the zone at the 2025 CAF Women's Champions League. Just before we go, ensure the registration mark on your vehicle is clear and visible at all times. You can follow us and like all our various social media. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. X at Traffic Radio 961. Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. Visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. You can also listen to Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM live on My Lagos app for timely updates. Did you know that the Zonlo administration organized a mentorship seminar for over 1,000 youths on the theme Agripreneur, Strategy for Wealth Creation? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That is the news broadcast compiled by Zainab Adibeshin. I am Sarah Adesanya. Thank you for listening.